How do everybody? I am Troubadour and welcome back to some more Smite content. I'm taking a different approach with this video. It's a Smite build. I thought I would share knowledge that I've gained throughout playing Smite and doing a bit more Conquest, spending more time invested into it. And this is my old Smite Amaterasu build for Conquest. It was interchangeable and I'd build different items at certain points, but now, mate, garbage, absolute garbage. I mean, there's some good items there that you'll see coming back. It was just, this is completely out of depth now, and I'm going to show you what it's been updated to. It's this combined with what I've seen online and other people's opinions, combined with my own, so hopefully you guys enjoy. So here is the current build that I will be utilising. Now I will start off with Warrior's Blessing, obviously for my lane clear, the early game damage. I will then follow with a Ninja Tabai. Ninja Tabai is attack speed and it's a rush. You want to rush your boots and potentially, if you're fighting a physical opponent, get some early game hits in. With Amaterasu, you're going to struggle slightly early game depending on how quick your opponent is. So Ninja Tabai, you want to rush them, followed by Mythgard Mail and Breastplate of Valor. Mythgard Mail, you're going to be doing a little bit more damage and get that physical protection. Breastplate of Valor with the cooldown and extra physical protection. It's just going to help when you're fighting physical opponents, allegedly. I'm going to express this as purely a physical build. So when you're fighting a physical opponent, such as I will be in my example here, I will fight a Fenrir. Anyone that's an assassin, a fellow warrior, obviously just a physical opponent, you're going to be wanting to build this. When you're facing a magical opponent, I can tackle that as well, but this build here is purely for physical opponents. Next is Talisman, as that's going to increase your attack speed and give you a bit of magical protection, as you do need a little bit. The final item that I will be building is Void Shield, so you want to end this build with a cheeky Void Shield. You can switch that out for a Quinsai though, depending on damage, and I also have an extra Discord as an option. The Discord is simply there to offer extra protections against magical and physical, as this is pretty much a full defense build, but you'll find that I do a lot of damage, and it's for when you want to replace your Warrior's Blessing late game. So my dudes, jumping right into it, I usually would build or recommend Teleport Glyph for your relic. Obviously it's solo lane, so Teleport Glyph is an amazing start. If not, a Med, a Blink, depending on who you are playing against. That is key. I chose Beads because I was facing Fenrir. His ultimate was going to absolutely mess me up if I wasn't careful, and his stun. So just to avoid early game deaths, I'm not saying it worked, but it worked to an extent. It was countering its ultimate as much as I wanted to. Early game I did get a little bit messed up, but as you will see, I very quickly turn it around as soon as it hits the mid game. So here's the first two items. I've got my Warrior's Blessing and my Ninja Tabai boots first level. Right, getting straight into it, this is my first engagement with the Fenrir. I'm not going to lie to you, at first early game I really struggled against this opponent, but this is where I was experimenting with my builds and discovered that this is really good. However, early game there's a few things I would change around. I would have bought Chalice of Healing slightly earlier and maybe dropped first level of boots or something like that, just to make sure I had a sustain before I got my 1, because this Brutalize, as you've seen right there, half healthed me. It literally half healthed me, so early game I was going to be losing the fights and the engagements against Fenrir. I was very much going to struggle considering he was clearing the lane faster too. I didn't have blue buff, it was kind of risky at the start, so this is probably why I was losing the fight at the start of the match. I was a bit silly there, I probably should have backed, but I didn't want to lose out on the minion XP, so I decided to stick around. And because I stuck around, next thing you know, Fenrir, Brutalize, boom. The second engagement ended in a similar fashion. Unfortunately for me, my early game was not strong enough to combat the Fenrir, and due to my own mistakes of not backing, with his ultimate managed to finish me off. My third and final death in this match came in the early game as well, unfortunately. Fenrir genuinely was too strong early game for me. I was a little bit risky there going to approach him, but he got brutalized and got a couple hits on me with his howl, so he was able to tower dive me here. The good thing is, with the minions and him diving the tower and me getting that hit there, knowing that I was going to die, I managed to get the kill back, which is game changing. The first engagement I actually managed to win was when we was fighting over the totem. So he managed to get a few hits off on me, but the Mystic Mail pulling through with a bit of extra physical damage as well as some more physical protections. Managing to time my ult there and hit my 2 really assisted me in getting that kill. I also managed to kill him again in the next fight, despite missing my 2, which is going to do big damage, but it's the same scenario. Managed to hit my ult after he hit his, he wasted it, managed to easily finish him off. When you hit the mid game, this is when I find that this build is at its strongest. So right before everyone gets their full builds, I find this build is very, very strong, as you have the defenses to take on physical and magical opponents quite well. Obviously you're predominantly going to be focusing on physical. I managed to get a tower kill there on the Kukulkan, and this is my final fight against the Fenrir with pretty much full builds. So at this point we both had full builds, so it was going to be an interesting fight, but I wanted to show you how it will go. As you can see, he's winning it as he hits his brutalize, managed to get a stun, but that 2 there, very important. At the ult, I didn't know how the fight was going to go, so I decided to back, wait for my team, but he brutalized, so I was like, it's all or nothing. So I invested my ultimate in, managed to hit him there, hit the dash, and he's done and dusted. I was very, very lucky to win that fight, but I'm very, very proud that I did. The last kill I get is against the Fenrir here once more. So he managed to dive away with the brutalize into his Phoenix, thinking he's safe, but I invested heavily using my ult once more. Maybe not necessary if I would have hit the 2, but I managed to get stun on the Cthulhu, which is very useful. And that's pretty much it, guys. So here we easily smack the Titan, literally devour it instantly as you do late game. And the build, yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's inspired by a few people online and my own kind of adaptation of it. So yeah, guys, try it out. Let me know what you think. That's pretty much it for the video. I'll be doing a few more of these, as not gonna lie, guys, I'm literally rinsing Smite right now, so I might as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Be sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you thought. Take it easy, everyone.